You know the game gone and my mind been blown. Different decisions that I done made got me fucked up now. Still gon' thug the life I'm living, still gon' hold this shit down. Every day of my life, yeah, nigga chasing cheese. And I'm saying niggas that be around, they won't see you off your feet. My mama been doing bad, but I ain't going into that. I done picked that girl up when I caught my first package. I be paying. Me and my people hurting for something for a day. That shit happened, the next man ain't getting nothing. Fade to the root of evil, and that's my damn best friend. I put that on my life, ain't nobody gon' fuck with him. You try to jam it, yeah, that ass getting chopped. Trying to serve ain't got no business on my block, I bet you're getting chopped. Now either way you try to fuck with my papa, don't believe that ass getting chopped. Now what's it gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn me G, all by this bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread, all by my bread. Bitch, I'm all about my bread, all by my bread. Now what's it gonna be? You know how I played it all. That nigga burn me G, all by this bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread, all by my bread. Now bitch, I'm all about my bread, all by my bread. Now bitch, I'm back in the mix. Some flaky niggas better stand down. Came home, got me some yam, I'm the man now. Niggas, some bitches off.
Welcome back to your channel. It's your boy PBK9s on the PBC Pelican Base Corner, giving it to you how I always give it to my brothers and sisters out there. Fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it and some ain't, man. Hope everybody had a great Monday. If some of my brothers and sisters just about to go to their shift and start their day up, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all have a great night on that graveyard shift, man. We about to speak a little bit about them dogs out there today, or tonight rather, you know, and see where the brothers at when it comes to these pedigrees online pedigrees, you know. I hear a lot of brothers talking about it, see a lot of brothers making statements about it all across the social media platforms. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. What's going on to my brother out there, Paul J? What's going on with your Paul J? John Demry, Mr. 216 Bulldogs in the building, definitely. Tony, what's going on with your big dog? We in here tonight, man. We in here tonight. You know, gonna talk a little bit about it. Salute to the brother. Let me see, man. You know, I have a hard time with pronouncing certain things. You know what I'm saying? Bully son Eli Jr. You just got it crammed all together. That's what it says. Bully son Eli Jr. Big salute to you, my brother. Big salute to you. You know, Bully son Eli Jr. say the feds got the online page shut down for sure. You know. And we just here to talk about it tonight, man. We're going to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. But I will say this, you know, for any brother, all you got to do is go on the Pedigree database and sign up for that and load your pedigrees back up or load whatever pedigrees you got up. My pedigrees, some of my pedigrees already on there, you know. I seen Mellow Yellow, she was up there, but they got whoever put it up there, put it down as a male. So I got to go back in there and change that. It's a female, you know. But Fletcher and you know he up there, his puppies up there. I don't know who did it, but shit, they got it going, man. Pedigree database, you know. So that's a quick fix for the brothers who need to show people their peds and all that. You know, I ain't trying to say I ain't here to say the brothers with no papers relying on the peds online or whoever relying on them. I'm just telling you what's going on out here and talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my thing to worry about none of that, you know, because we all use the pedigrees time to time. You know what I'm saying? We all use it. Now, one thing I want to say, big salute to the brother, Mr. Nichols out there in the building. I see you, big dog. One thing I'm going to say, man, I don't know who got it shut down, but in my opinion, you know, just looking at it from the outside looking in, it seems to be, you know, shut down and not just going through an update or something like that. You know, one thing I will say about them online peds, you can never say about that. That could be an update that they got going on, because if you spend your money right now, if it was up and running and you spent your money right now, your account was closed and you trying to renew your account, man, your account wouldn't be renewed for about 2 months. If that, it might take you 6 months for your damn shit to get back active. So they real slow. But I'm gonna tell you, this just don't seem right. You know what I'm saying? It just don't seem right. Seem like something's going on. You know. So like I said, if you need your pedigree, all you gotta do is go on Pedigree database, sign up for that membership or whatever. And to the brothers that's already signed up, they told me it's a whole lot faster. You know, it's moving a whole lot faster. Back in a few years back, I was signed up with the Pitbull Bible database. You know, and how they was doing it when I was using the Pitbull Bible database, I think California Jack had it at that time. He was giving out a free book if you load up so many pedigrees into the system. So I was just loading up every dog I had, every dog that I had in the past. I was just loading up dogs. I never got a chance to get the book because I didn't reach the level that he wanted you to reach to get the book, but I damn sure loaded up a bunch of pedigrees, and I'm not even sure if that pedigree database is still up or not. That was the Pitbull Bible database. But the pedigree database, that's what it's called, the pedigree database, that's up and running. You know, so that no quick fix. Not saying it's gonna take the place of online peds, but it's giving you the same information. You know, and you know if it wouldn't surprise me if the feds did shut it down. You know, it wouldn't surprise me, man, because a lot of these pedigrees they be on these same boards where I tell you the boards ain't nothing but indictment stations. Some of them boards, not all of them, just some of them, man. Nothing but indictment stations. And when you got these brothers who in them boards and all they doing is going up there and showing you the pairs. Oh, let me see the pairs. Let me see the pairs. Throw the pairs up there. And you talking about dog fighting. So I wouldn't doubt it if that shit does have something to do with the whole situation. You know, I wouldn't doubt it one bit, man. Tony, what's going on with your big dog? Trying to put it together. Trevor Laley, what's going on, big homie? Yes, sir, man. Trying to put it together. Trying to put it together. Yeah, but let me drop that link down in the chat for anybody that want to come up and talk about any of the stuff that I've been speaking about on Facebook over the past couple of days when it comes to uh, aggressive dogs raising their puppies, females raising their puppies, or has it have anything to do with the performance? Um, is it a bad look, or if anybody want to speak about that, I'm dropping a link down in the chat right now, or you can speak about whatever you want to speak about when you come up here. Let me drop that. James Nelson, what's going on with your big brother? Yeah, man, I really just wanted to tune in because I really wasn't feeling well over the past day or so. So I dropped in tonight, man, and just to check in with brothers, let you know I'm still here, check on my brothers, see how y'all doing out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be dropping some more training videos over the next couple days. Over the next week, I'm gonna be dropping some training videos because I gotta tune myself back up with my training, get all my skills tuned back up because I'm gonna start taking in some customers with the training, especially obedience. You know what I'm saying? I do protection as well, but protection training takes longer than a lot of y'all brothers really know or really think rather. And if you want to get the dog protection trained, I do it, but it's gonna cost more than a lot of y'all thinking as well. I can't do that for when I know my obedience training I may do for a certain price, but that protection training is gonna be a whole lot more things and stuff I gotta do. I need people to help me and I gotta pay my help and all that type of stuff. So it's gonna be a whole different price when it comes to protection training. Uh and this the thing, if I'm doing protection training for anybody, you gotta look at it like this. If your dog got any training in him at all, it's going if he don't have any training, it's gonna take longer, you know, because I gotta put some obedience in him. I'm not gonna train your dog to attack nobody and he don't even know how to sit, stay, and come and all that. I gotta do all that stuff, and then I can start working on certain things. So I gotta get myself tuned back up, man. Gotta get myself tuned back up. So I'll be training Mellow Yellow over the next week. I have videos dropping with that. And I'm gonna say this as well. You know, does that mean she's not game? Does that mean she's not a good performer? Because you see her sit, stay, come, turn a circle, jump in a hula hoop. Does that mean she's lacking in performance? See, we got to stop these stereotypes, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to stop these stereotypes. Performance is performance, and this other stuff is this other stuff. You know, I know you're not. A lot of y'all not used to seeing a true game American Pitbull Terrier do certain things. You know, but hey, man, it's new days, new time. You know what I'm saying? New day and new time. And a lot of these brothers, you got to pay attention now. I ain't gonna stay on the training too long, but you got to pay attention. Sometimes these dogs that you think be pit bulls don't be the true pit bulls that's linking back to the same dogs that we got. You know, I take pride in saying, oh yeah, this is a fighting dog. They want to call it a fighting dog. Yeah, that's what it is. But I'll show you what this motherfucker do. You know what I'm saying? They call it a fighting dog, but I bet you can't take your little poodle or your damn Dutchman or your Cocker Spaniel or whatever and make them do the shit that I'm taking this fighting dog, what they call a fighting dog, and making them do. You know? John Johnson, what's going on with your big homie? Yes, sir, man. Getting in some training. Mm, let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can pull up one of my pedigrees on that pedigree database so y'all can the brothers who not familiar with it. A lot of brothers, most brothers familiar with it because you know it always come up when you go on online page and looking up a dog. You always stroll to the bottom of the screen and you see it say pedigree database or whatever. But a lot of us not members. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my pull up Fletcher on there real quick so y'all can see how it look. Mm-mm. Oh shit. That motherfucker shut down too, boy. Hold up. Let me backpedal and go up under. I went up on the online page. I went up under the wrong one. All right. Let me put it up on the screen for y'all brothers. All right. That's how that look. That's Fletcher pedigree. So you can see all your information that you need to see, you know. And big shout out to whoever the administrators to this group because I haven't put none of my dogs in here yet, and my dog's already up here. So big shout out and big thanks to y'all brothers, man. Let me go up under 8th-generation pedigree, see what that thing look like. Damn, it can't see it. You got it go way back. Let me go back under the 4th generation. It got all the generations. It'll show you the 6th generation, the 4th generation, and the 8th. Yeah. Go up under the pair stats. 50% hacksaw, 50% saber 2000, 25% buddy, 25% Ronda Rousey, 25% Jocko, 25% yellow girl. And watch when you look at the Big John, the actual Big John percentages. Look how low it is. Big John not even up here when it comes to the percentages. He's not even up there. But every single dog on this page right here coming down off either Big John or Little John. Every single dog. Go to his offspring. Now on this one, they got Mellow Yellow, she in the right position because she's in the female spot. But when I clicked on her name, it said male. It said male up there for her. But if you wanted to know how that puppy I had was bred, Mellow Yellow 3, this is how she's bred. Let me go up under the pet stats for that dog. She's 50% Fletcher, 50% Mellow Yellow, 50% Hacksaw, and 50% Saber 2000. By me doing the brother and sister breeding, it gave me 50% slots. Two with the mama and daddy, and 2 with the grandmama and granddaddy. 50% on all of them. So that's something interesting I wanted to, that I'm glad I looked at. It's showing a little different, well, actually, I haven't even looked at the offspring pet stats on online pet because I know what they're coming off of. I really don't care about that type of stuff. But when it comes to Buddy, Ronda Rousey is still at the 25%. It's just the first 4. It's 50% of the first 4. That's pretty good. I like that. Still don't have Big John in it. But all these dogs, like I said, is coming down off Big John or either Little John and Saber. Big John and Saber or Little John and Saber. But I just wanted to show y'all that, man. If you got a pedigree you want me to look up and speak about it as well, we'll check it out and see if it's on the database. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have the name. I don't want to look it up by the number. If you got the name, I'll look it up or whatever. Hey, man. Hey, Yellow One. Big shout out to my brother Yellow One in the building. Hey, man. Myself, I don't think it's no crash. I think, it could be a hack. It might not even be something that where they lock the people up or they told the people to shut it down or something. Them folk, just like the movies, we look at the movies, them folk have somebody in that office that they're straight doing hacking and all that type of stuff. Man, they hack that system. That's the easiest way to do it. Why go shut them down? Why go try to force these people to put this down when we can just send somebody in the system to hack it and close it down? You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe it might be hacked or something. In the next week or so, if it's not back up in the next week or so, it got hacked. And that don't mean they're not gonna open it back up on a different URL. They may open it up on a different URL, but shit, as of right now, in my opinion, I think it's hacked. But my opinion don't pay your bills or their bills. So I don't know. Yard, what's going on? What's going on? All this crazy stuff going down now, man. You gotta look at it, man. A lot of them, especially some of them big kennels that got knocked off, you know, shit. eh, Them folk know if they take down online pet, that's gonna stop a little bit of that traffic. Like the brothers say, you gotta rely on your papers. A lot of brothers out here don't even got papers on their dog, and they relying on online pay. Like that's a paper system. That ain't no paper system. That's a system. Them online, any of these databases, anybody can enter in any pedigree up there. You know, don't mean you got papers. So remember that, any brother and sister that's listening out there. Don't get fooled because you see these dogs on these online peds or pedigree database. Ask these brothers, do they got papers on the dog? That database and that online ped don't got shit to do with your papers at all. You know, brothers, a lot of brothers, like I seen brothers say, a lot of brothers, they using that online ped for their papers. And then when you get there to buy the papers, they ain't got no papers. Or they show you something on online ped. So, you know, a lot of people don't know it, man. That shit is not affiliated with none of the paper registries at all. Not Garner, not Bonafide, and not ADBA. Yes, sir, man. Big shout out to all the brothers doing the right things out there with these dogs. Like I always say, man, everybody that's doing the legitimate shit with these dogs, taking the hard route with them, taking the hard route with them. Yellow One, what's going on tonight, big dog?
What up, BBK?
Ain't too much, man. Trying to hold it down in the road, man. Trying to hold it down in the road without hitting them little white lines and shit.
Yeah, same thing with me, man.
Shit, you ain't seen that dog out there hunting lately?
Nah, that's you talking about Debo? That's not my dog. I produced the dog.
Okay.
Yeah, I produced them, and yeah, they the one they had a competition in Louisiana over the weekend, and
He was in
I
it.
don't know if
He,
they huh.
no, I was asking, was he in it?
I don't know. I got to call the dude and see and check and see did he take him down there.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, man. I always do some promoting when it come to that type of stuff, man. Your brothers get some video, y'all out there doing the hunting and all that. Shit, send it to me, man. That's no charge on that. I want to see brothers out here doing positive things with the dog, some good action. You know what I'm saying? Showing these brothers what these dogs good at doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes,
And
sir.
the first one the first one I ever posted on YouTube, it was up probably about a day. And somebody flagged it. Somebody hating flagged the shit. Got it taken down.
And
Flagged
then,
because they see my shit working.
yeah, and you don't know if it's a tree hugger or just a hater.
I hate her. It wasn't no. Cause there's plenty of hog videos on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. And the first video that I posted, it wasn't even shit. It wasn't nothing. They just like he had him by the hog in the water, and I mean he had the hog caught. It was in the water, him and all the bay dogs. They had him. We had him caught by the muzzle, by the nose, and and then and that was about it. And then the video went number like 40 some seconds long, 42 seconds. So then when
Dang.
it got flagged, YouTube was like, so I asked them why y'all, took it down. And they were like, well, at 33 seconds, we saw a human doing intentional harm to an animal. So
Mm,
I fast forward, there was no human doing no harm to an animal in the video.
mm.
But
Oh, you
that's
put
what
it
they
on you put
told
it
me.
on you put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I put on you. It was a short. Yeah, I
Yeah.
uploaded. It was a short. Yep, that was back in like February, I think, January, something like that. Yeah, that was like February, January, and
Dang.
so the other one, like the one I sent you, where they showed the girl stabbing out. I said they gonna flip if they gonna take it down for something like this. I ain't putting nothing else up there. So I just started sending them to
Mm-hmm.
different people. You know what I'm saying? Sharing it with hey, y'all check this out and forward this around. And I didn't upload none on YouTube no more.
Yeah. YouTube be funny sometime, man, when it come to that type of stuff. Cause I got a couple videos where they kind of shut it down and because of something I didn't think was that bad, but they figured it was kind of bad or whatever, and they shut it down. So it might not have been an actual hater. It could have just been that YouTube and that computer system sometime, man. That shit funny acting sometime.
Hey, that's what I initially thought. You know what I'm saying? I initially thought that YouTube was tripping.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube took it down, but then I'm like, nah. I'm like, well, I mean, I done seen other people do worse stuff than that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and theirs ain't taking, and theirs still up. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but nevertheless, I just said I just share it with
Yeah.
y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just send it to y'all and let y'all check. The different people like you and Big Hill and Dre and just different people. I was just send it to and let them check it out.
Yeah, that shit funny, man. They'll put a whole somebody getting gunned down up there on the YouTube, and then like you put something like that, and YouTube might flag it, or like you say, a hater might flag it, and it's you out there hunting.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit don't make no sense, man. And then you don't
Yep.
want to keep posting something on your YouTube channel that's gonna get flagged like that, because they try to shut you down then.
You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, okay, so I tried to get slick. I said, well, let me just crop it to where they just got the hog caught in the water. So that was about maybe 6 or 7 seconds.
Mm.
They flagged, they took it down again, then they gave me a strike.
Oh man.
Yep, and I couldn't post for like a week.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, that was that computer that did that part of it.
Mm.
Most likely. I ain't saying it was, because
Okay, well, maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't no hater. I don't know, but shit, I don't.
you know how to do the reviews, right? You know how to do a request a review on it,
Yeah, I did all that.
and they still
Yep.
came back dirty
Yep.
on you.
It still came. Yep.
Damn.
Because that's how I knew that they specifically said at 33 or 32 seconds there was a human doing intentional harm to an animal, and it
Yeah.
just showed the guy, he was running towards where they had the hogs, where the dogs had the hog caught it. He was running towards them, and it was like, I mean, they showed him maybe a second in his video,
Mm.
and they took it down. So
Dang. So what you think about the pedigree database, man? The online page, you think it's hacked, or what? What you think about it?
I think it crashed. It been slowing down. I think it just crashed because it was slowing down for like 2 months, just
Yeah.
running real slow. You
Yeah.
seen people in the groups on Facebook complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think it just crashed. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but I think it crashed.
That's the best option. Hopefully it just crashed. They got so many. They say they got so many people on it, man, and maybe the server's not ready for all the traffic that it got going through it or something. Maybe, I'm not sure.
And see, I don't even use it. I had sent my money in back in like to try to create an account back in like 2020. I paid it $30, and I could never upload no dogs on there. So I just ended up going to the other one, the ABPT, I think it's called Game Dog Pedigrees.
Okay.
I just used that one.
Okay.
And it was free for a long time, but then now it's like $25 a year.
Hey, no, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. You ain't lying about that when you say the online ped, man. I had to keep emailing the folk up there, and they don't never respond back to you. They don't respond back to you, man. I tell you, it was about 6 months before my shit got turned on, and I paid that $30. That ain't
Yeah,
good. That ain't good business. That ain't no good business, man.
man. I just didn't even worry with it. Like, it's $30, whatever. I just didn't even fuck with them no more.
Yeah. That's why mine not on right now, because my account expired. And man, I said, man, I don't want to go through that shit again. Giving them $30, I gotta keep checking every day. And when it ain't on, I know it ain't gonna be on. And I gotta email them, and
Right.
they not responding back. Man, shit, I didn't say fuck
You
it.
said it took 6 months before it came back on?
Man, it was a long time, dog. It wasn't. I guarantee it wasn't no 2 months. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was a while. And back in the days, man, they used to be. Most of the time it'll cut on right, within 15, 20 minutes. But then they tell you give them like 3 days or something, 72 hours or something like that. I forgot what it said. But it'll be on by that time, back in a couple years back. But now, shit, boy. Well, not now, but few weeks ago.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a couple databases out there if brothers want to use other databases, when it comes to your pedigrees and stuff like that. So it shouldn't be no problem for a brother to get hooked up into another system.
Like I said, I just used the Game Dog pet database. That's the one I use.
Hey, the Game Dog database is different than Pedigree database, right?
Them different to my Pairs Online?
No, not Pairs Online. The one that say
No. I'm saying you saying it's different from Pairs Online.
no. I'm saying is the Game Dog database and the Pedigree database different? Because the one I just went on with my dogs just now, that's the Pedigree database.
Well, no, I'm talking about the one I use, the Game Dog database.
Yeah, this one right here, that's a Pedigree database. So that's different than the game dog database then.
Yeah. Yeah. See, it don't even when you pull up a pig on game, it don't even look like that.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I think that's a black screen, ain't it?
No, the screen white,
Okay. Okay.
and then you can see your dogs and your stats and your offspring and stuff like that, and siblings and stuff like that.
One of them databases you can put more than one picture. You can put about 3 pictures up there.
There's game dog.
Okay. Hmm.
Yep, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. I've been on that one. I put about 3 pictures on there.
They got like a lot of some pictures of like Tab, Jeep, that I had never seen before.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Brad Anderson, what's going on with your big dog? I see you down in the building, man. Appreciate you dropping in tonight. Appreciate you. Yes, sir, man. Shit, what been going on with you with them dogs, yellow one? You ain't had no litters or nothing to drop, or?
I got a little should be dropping like next week. I bred Sanchez to Ramrod.
Okay.
So I'm expecting some nice ones out of that one.
Mm-hmm. Feel you on that, man. I feel you on that. That's the brindle dog that you got?
Yeah, Ramrod is, and Sanchez, she red.
Okay. Yeah. What that dog weigh, man? That brindle dog, how much you think he weigh, this estimate?
About 50.
Oh, he a nice size on that.
Yeah, he didn't got up to about 60.
Okay.
Fat, hog fat though, but now he about 50, like trimmed down, looking good, about 50.
You
A
ever
lot
had
of
him in?
bone on him. Huh?
You ever had him in any of them shows?
No, I ain't never took him to no show. His feet kind of turned out.
Okay. You ain't never had him in the digital dog show either?
No, I ain't never put him in there neither.
I was thinking about putting something up in the show sometime soon. I got some more dogs that I really don't be showing on my videos. And then I was thinking about putting something up in the dang on dog show myself. I just gotta catch it. I just gotta get in tune. I think Samurai said he got one coming up, either coming up soon, or I gotta get back in tune to the dates and when he dropping them. You know what I'm saying? When they drop, so I can kind of work them a little bit, take some of that weight off of them.
Okay. Yeah, with that breed, of course, he the G Red Boy Rascal Mason, and then she Red Boy Jocko Bolio Tombstone.
Oh, shit. Should be something nice there then.
Yeah. Shit, I'll send the pig. I was gonna send you her pigs online, but it's down. But I got her on the game dog database. I send it to you.
How them fleas acting around your way, man?
Man, I don't got no fleas, man.
Yeah, I've been pretty much controlling mine as well. I had a brother hit me up though, and he said they was out of control where he at.
Yeah, I be seeing people be posting every year in these groups. Somebody got fleas, man. I ain't had no flea problem. Shit, about 15 years, man.
Hey, that's good. That's good, dog. Because when you get them things, man, them jokers be hell to get rid of. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was using the Seresto collar was my damn go-to thing at one point. But then
Yeah.
my dogs got fleas one year before last. Got fleas, and then I try to wash them off. And man, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like they came right back. I had they was beating my collar. The collar wasn't working or something. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that got me really was the fact, I think where it was coming from was the cats coming in the yard and them squirrels. I had a mole squirrels. I don't know if the squirrels was just, they had done fucked all went along and had a bunch of babies or whatever, but they was just coming in the yard, and they don't, you know how they get, them squirrels smart. They know how far the dog's gonna go. And man, I got more squirrels now than I ever had in my yard. If I got a pellet gun and got some brothers that want to eat them things, man, I'll tell you, I'll ship you a whole bag full of them. On every day, every week, I ship you a bag full of them. You know what I'm saying? But what I did this year though, I've been using the pills. And I put some of that flea dust down on my yard. Or when the summer first is about to start, I put some of that down.
Yeah.
Like that garden stuff. That
Yeah.
normally don't really take them out for me, but I threw it down anyway. And I use that. Plus I use the pills. And shit, my dog's been pretty straight. I ain't seen no fleas on them at all. Tell you the truth. I seen Fletcher scratch a little bit one time, but I go look at him, I don't see no fleas on him. So I've been doing pretty good.
Yeah. Now what I do, man, I like I said, I just I get that the 7 dust.
Yep, that's what I use. Yep.
And I just give me. I got a little handheld spreader. I just got to crank and like turn it and spread it by hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I just put that stuff down when right before it's about to rain. I cut my grass low, like a day I know it's gonna rain.
Yep.
And I cut my grass and spread it over the yard and let that rain hit it. See it get activated by water.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that's what makes it work is water.
Mm.
And once that water activates it, I do it just as a precaution. But I don't have no fleas though. I did have back in 2010, 2011. I had some big fleas. I had a flea problem on my yard. But what I did at first, I went bought the Comfortis. I don't know if they still sell them pills no more. But I gave each one of my dogs Comfortis pill.
Mm.
And about an hour later, you can start seeing them things start surfacing.
Yeah.
But they be dying though. You can pick them up and they won't jump off your hand, and then they just be barely moving.
Yeah.
And once I did that, then I treated my yard. I ain't had no flea problem since.
Man. Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Go get that stuff at Walmart, that bag, and do your whole just spread over the whole yard. But like I said, just wait till the day you know it's gonna rain. Go ahead, cut your grass so it can get down to the soil. And that's it.
Yeah, it been raining around here pretty frequently over the past month and a half, 2 months. It been kind of raining here and there. So I don't remember if it rained when I threw it out, but you're right about that. When that rain activated. A lot of that flea stuff say you need water to activate it.
Yeah, it said on the bag. Yeah, it tell you on the bag.
Yep.
You can use your hose pipe, but what other way to get it really saturated when just the rain coming out of the sky? The water, that's the water. There's plenty of water.
Yep. Now I do want to say this, man. A brother had commented on my picture with Fletcher. He said he had two ticks on his dick. If you listen out there, brother, I wanted to tell you, appreciate you for looking. You know what I'm saying? But it's not 2 ticks because this is what happened. When I do my pictures and stuff, sometimes I color grade my pictures. And when I color grade them, it might make the actual picture look a little darker. So what you seeing on him is not 2 ticks. It's just the actual picture just got darker, so it looked that way. But in reality, that shit might be 2 bumps or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not 2 ticks. I wanted to let the brother know in case he was listening to the video or maybe listen to it later on. And I appreciate you telling me whether you was trying to troll or whether you was telling me to look out for me. I appreciate you telling me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when I color grade it and make it look darker, so any spot on him is gonna make it look a little Fletcher lighter. He lighter than what he looks in that picture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, let me ask you this, because a brother asked me this today. You ever had to take care of a little puppies by bottle feeding them?
No, I ain't never had to do that.
Hey, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I've been blessed. I ain't never had to do that so far.
Yeah. What I was telling him, I never had a bottle feed. Well, I had one that I really was supposed to bottle feed that little Meliello had. That when she got sick, the puppies came out, and what I did, I went and got another dog that was pregnant. I went and got that Dutch Shepherd and brought her to feed the dogs, and then they last about a couple of days, and they end up dying off. But if I'd have bottle fed them, they would have lived. But I did bottle feed one of my Malawi's. She was 2 weeks, like a little bit over 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks old. Not quite 3 weeks, because they weren't eating dog food yet. But she was about 2 weeks, and she was getting sick. She got sick, and I had took her from the litter. And so because I didn't know what was wrong with her, and I didn't want her to get the other puppy sick. So I took her out with the other puppies and put her in the little shoebox or whatever. And I was feeding her from 2 weeks old with a bottle, and she ended up living. But like I told him, she was about to that point where I didn't really have to make her use the bathroom. She could use the bathroom on her own. I didn't really have to wipe her down with a warm rag and make her shit or whatever, make her poop and all that stuff. She was pretty much doing it on her own. Yeah, and she ended up living. She was a little smaller than the other ones, but she lived. And I put her back in there with the mama dog when she was a little older, but I had to make sure that, she wasn't like had no parvo or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And when she just got sick out the blue. I don't know what was wrong with her. And Anime had them big litters, so it was a big chance that she just didn't get no milk for a day or something like that, or half a day, or when them puppies be young, they don't get no milk for half a day or something. That shit really matter. And Anime, her smallest litter was 12 puppies. She ain't never had nothing under 12. She 12, 13, 16, and shit like that. So she always have a full bunch up under there. Yeah. Yeah, I took care of that one, but thankfully, I didn't have to really get down to the nitty-gritty. And I never did that before. That's a lot of work to the brothers that do it. That's a lot of work, man.
Yeah, so you say you had put one of the puppies in there with the Dutch Shepherd. Did the Dutch Shepherd have some puppies in there also of her own? Or she had whelped them?
She had a litter. She had just took care of whelped them already. And
Okay.
they was probably, I'm quite sure they was probably about a good 5 weeks old. See, that's one of the problems that I had when I bought her. She laid down, man, and she took care of the puppies, but she didn't have as much milk as I needed. Her titties had almost started drying up a little bit, but she had milk. She had milk in them, but I could tell her puppies had to be about 6 weeks old, 6 to 7 weeks old already. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 8 weeks old, because her titties had started drying up. But the puppies was getting a little milk off of it. But only problem I had with her, she was a little rough around the edges. She didn't really be gentle with the puppies as I wanted her to be. Being that they were newborns, so they really couldn't. She'll lay down and I could put them on a nipple and they'll suck on it for a while. But they were so small, and them Dutch Shepherds, they be big, you know what I'm saying? She was just a little rough around the edges for them, and slowly but surely they start getting weak and shit. I'll put them on the nipples and try to get her to lay down for a while, and she lay down. She was a good mama. I'm gonna say that. She was a good mama. I ain't gonna take nothing back from her, because she didn't try to growl at the puppies, no nothing. She accepted them. She accepted them. But I just don't know. I didn't really ask. And actually I got one of welcome all Dutch Shepherds. I didn't ask them how long was the puppies gone from the mama. When I told him what the situation was, he told me to come get the Dutch Shepherd female that she just had puppies or whatever, and use her. So I went and tried that. But within a week's time, they had them kicked over. Yeah. So, but that'll work though if you got more than one dog and that done had puppies or something around them. They definitely, a good mama dog would. I'll say it like that. Some dogs they try to kill the puppies. But a good mama dog will take care of her puppies and the other dog puppies.
You ever had a female produce bad milk?
Oh yeah, that's what. Well, that's how Meliella was the last time. She had that bad milk in her. That's because I gave her the milk products too early, and her last litter I didn't give her no milk products at all. I say fuck that. I'm just gonna let her produce milk naturally. Right. But the time before that, when she got sick, I gave her that milk stuff. I started giving it to her as soon as she got pregnant. I gave it to her too early, and she was producing milk too early, and it wasn't getting sucked out of her. It gotta get sucked out of her. So she was producing milk maybe in her when she was like a month in. She was producing milk. She wasn't like hanging like she was about to have puppies, but she just had milk in her breast when she wasn't supposed to. And nobody was sucking it out. So that milk got bad, and that's how she got mastitis up in her breast or whatever. And that's the reason I had to take her to either bottle feed her or give her to another dog and let the puppy stay on another dog, because she was double dosed up. She had got a puppy stuck in her. We got that situated, and then her titties was messed up. She had that bad milk in her. So either way it go, I wouldn't have been able to let the puppies eat off her.
What milk products you was giving her for her to help her make more milk?
That nurse all, I was giving her that nurse all. That's pretty much what I gave her. That nurse all, that green
Yeah, I know
bag
you're
with
talking about. Yeah, I know
yeah,
you're talking about. Yeah. Now
yeah.
I use that with my bitch. She have her puppies. I give her that.
Hey, yeah, that's perfect when they have the puppies. And
Yeah,
this
that's
time I
how I do when I use that.
mm-hmm.
Or
This
or, or, or when I start weaning them, I mix it over the food.
Yep, that's good. It's good at that time. But man, I had that bad situation go down with me, man. I ain't even looking at no dang old nurse all, boy. I say, man, I'm done. I ain't messing with nothing. I'm gonna let her get her milk naturally. I ain't give her no structure. Normally I give her structure, to make the puppies good and strong while they in there, because the puppies feeding off her, whatever she eat or whatever. So I give her that structure stuff and make sure my puppies good and strong for when they come out. But I didn't give nothing this last time. I just said I'm gonna wait till she have the puppies, and then I'll start feeding her this and feeding her that or whatever.
Yeah, cause
That's how.
what I give my female when she nursing, I just give them cottage cheese, and salmon,
Yeah, that's
and
good. That
I
cottage
mix it
cheese.
with the kibble, cottage cheese and the salmon, and I mix it all together, and they eat that, and she my female they milk production be pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, that cottage
But
cheese.
I
That
did
shit.
have
That
a
shit good.
bully. I had a bully. She she would make it would be like off and on. Like she made bad milk 2 litters,
Mm,
and but in between them 2 litters, the litter between them two, she made the milk was fine.
mm.
Yep.
Where,
So
where you think that came from?
I don't know because I wasn't giving them no products. I don't know what it. I don't know. And she was making plenty. It was milk, plenty. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Damn. And you bred it with the same dogs, same male dog.
Nah, nah. It was
Damn.
different. It was different, dog.
Yeah, shit happens sometime, man.
Yeah, it do. And then, like I said, I didn't know. I didn't know what it was. And no, as a matter of fact, let me go back. When you said something about bottle feed, I didn't have to bottle. I had to feed this puppy with a syringe, but she was about 3. She hung on about 3 weeks old. She hung on about 3 weeks old, and I would feed her. I would take some kibble
Yeah.
and crunch it up real fine to like almost like a powder, and I would mix it with some nurse oil,
Mm-hmm.
and I was giving it to the puppy through the syringe. Up to she at about I did that for about a week. And after that, she was able to stand up and eat on her own.
So she didn't get sick till she was about 3 weeks old.
No, she never got sick. She just the rest of them were just falling off.
Oh, okay.
But then she had 2 left. She had 2 left, and it was just weak, and they just one. I don't know what the hell it was.
Yeah.
Weak and was losing weight, and one gain no weight, and just that it was a black and tan one. It was a bully though. It was a black and tan one left, and it was a fawn one left. And like I said, the black and tan was it died. It was the last one to die. And then she had that fawn one, and sure I raised her like I said, I raised her like that.
Oh, shit, that's
And got
good.
up, and then I ended up, got up to a certain side. I ended up selling her.
Yeah. Damn. William Torres, what's going on with you? Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you dropping in tonight, man. Really appreciate you dropping in tonight. Yeah, we just talking about the online pet situation, man. Is it crashed? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Yellow One, it has been going slow though, because even when I had it on my show and I'm trying to show different pedigrees to brother, it'll say sometimes it'll say page can't be found or reloading, and you
Yeah.
have to pull it back up. It's going. You're right about that. It was going real slow, man.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah. 'Cause like I said, they were complaining about it on the groups on Facebook.
hmm
Yep. They were complaining about it. So
so that might be the case, man. You never know, cause brothers, sign up, be members, and all type of stuff, and it might just be crashing. It might be too many people on there
yeah.
or something. Never know, man. Hopefully that's what the situation is, and they'll get it back together sometime soon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because everybody use it, man. Whether they act like they do or act like they don't, everybody use that thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody don't do the same things with their dogs. So shit, as far as them saying something illegal about it or brothers using it for illegal purposes or something, everybody don't do the same things with it, but a lot of people use it. So hopefully they get it back running, man.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of people they use it. A lot of well, the only other breed I seen like the some bully dogs, some bullies I done seen they pigs on there and Pitbull, but that's it. I ain't seen no other breed on there.
Now let me ask you this, because one of my brothers, I can't figure out which one of y'all told me this and which one of y'all brought this to my attention. You know, but when we talk about horse racing, right? All right,
Uh,
and we talk about dogs, pit bulls. All right, and we talk about pedigrees, and we say, try not to. We always say the pedigrees not to work, or the pedigrees can't work, or I say that, and different things, and the dog is the dog. But like the brother said, when it come to horse racing, that's what they go off of. You know what I'm saying? The pedigrees. Like say if your pedigree got secretariat in the background, that particular horse is supposed to do his thing out there on the track. That's what they wanting it to do, because of the background is coming down off of. So
mhm.
the pedigrees, I would say, the pedigrees do matter at the end of the day, saying that you coming down off performance stuff, but it don't matter at the same time. I'm still always gonna say it don't matter, because you see dogs with some of the best pedigrees and they don't produce performing dogs. And I'm not talking about nothing illegal. I'm just talking about performing like with your dogs with the hog hunting or
Mhm.
any type of activity that they got to perform in. Sometimes you get a dog that just don't got a pedigree that look worth a damn as far as real known dogs in it, but that
Right.
dog is one of the best performers around.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
we gonna always miss them dogs, man. We gonna always miss them dogs. When I mean like miss, I mean look over them. Oh, I don't want that because
Mhm.
I don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that be dog I missed out on getting a dog that's producing like Grand Champion Yellow, or producing like Mayday, or producing like
Mhm.
Chinaman, or
Yep.
producing like Jeep, or one of them dogs, but I don't know his pedigree, so I'm gonna go with this dog over here I know, and he ain't giving me nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then
That's
I
what
missed.
that's what everybody do.
Yep.
Everybody do that. Everybody want to see what they people. A lot of people are afraid to to mess with the unknown.
hmm
They want to go with everybody else got, and then that's why it don't be producing worth nothing.
Yep. You right, man. You're
Yeah.
right. And I said that a while ago, man. We're gonna miss out, or we already missed out over the past 15 to 20 years. We done missed out over a lot of good dogs because we trying to match them pedigrees, and we going back for the famous dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The dogs that made history. And there's a lot of dogs, that's shit. With you look at the pedigree, you don't know nobody in the pedigree. You don't know none of they ain't no big time kennel names, and they ain't going back to,
Mm-hmm.
your famous dogs. But
Mm-hmm.
them jokers gonna be
That's just
heavy
like, for
producing.
instance, the dog Debo, the dog that was catching the hot. I sent you the videos of.
hmm
Now it topside. I had studied my female out to something, but it topside, it known. It known, what I'm saying? I ain't gonna eat, but that work and stuff, that trait that he doing, that come from his bottom side. Come from,
Yeah,
the stuff that people ain't familiar with.
yeah,
That's where they come from.
yeah,
Yep. That's why, like,
yeah.
I got it belly mate sister. She was the only female in the litter. I got her.
You ain't got nothing
So
off her yet?
nah, she turned 1 back in November. So I
Okay.
probably ain't gonna breed her to maybe sometime, maybe later on this year or maybe the first part of next year.
Now let me ask you this, since you said that we speaking about breeding now. Now I got a partner. He hadn't bred his dog yet, you know. And the vet was saying it like it's causing problems now. You know what I'm saying? Kind of causing her to have false pregnancies and things like that, or what they call pseudo pregnancies. Um,
Mm,
how do you feel about breeding a dog when they first? Because see, in the wild, if we was talking about in the wild, a dog gonna breed every single time they go in heat from the first time to the last time. You know, if there's no males around, then she won't breed. But if it's males around, she gonna breed at 10 months, 11 months, 12 months, whatever, however old she is when she going heat, she gonna breed. And that's
So
in the
so so
wild.
so when in the wild, you talking about like coyotes and wolves and stuff like
Yeah,
that, though,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, but
yeah,
see, dogs, not the dogs, they're domesticated.
yeah,
So when people say that in the wild, because people use it as a reason to breed a dog 8, 9 months old. Like, man, don't be doing that.
yeah. I agree
You
about
know,
that now.
yeah,
That's
you know what
just
I'm
too
saying. But
young,
in
man.
the wild, they gonna. But this ain't the wild.
Yep,
These dogs are domesticated. We had, they not wolves.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. So that's why I don't. I wait. I had bred on the first heat. I'm not gonna lie and say I ain't never did it. I have done it before. I did it once.
Yeah.
It's not something that I like to wait for them to get at least by 2 before I breed my female
Oh
by
shit,
two
man.
years old.
I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I'm gonna be done hung off in that motherfucker before then. But I'm gonna say it like this. It depends on when she going heat. It depends on when she going heat the first time. I like for them to be over a year old. I don't like to do no breeding when they too young or nothing like that. Look, I definitely ain't never did no breeding in no 8, 9, 10 months. But I have seen this. We had a male dog back in the days, and he was like 8 months old, and he got loose on the chain. I mean, he got loose in the yard while the dog was in heat, and he went and hung to the female. She was an older bitch, but the little young male went and hung to her. He's about 8, 9 months old, and he had one puppy. So I did see a young male breed, but a young female, I believe in letting the dog develop, let the body develop and stuff like that. Because once you breed
Yeah.
them, it's a good chance that she gonna keep that form that she got, whatever form she got when you breeding her. She gonna pretty much stay that size there after she had them puppies and get back to her normal self. You know, I think let her develop. She might got a lot of growing to do left. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Um,
I'm gonna disagree with that from experience because I bred a female and um she grew after I bred her on her first. How let me see how that dog was. Yeah, she was about. Let's see, I bred her. Oh, she dropped the puppy in '06. I bought her in '05. She about a year old when I bred, and she grew after that. She grew way after when she had that first little. She kept growing. As a matter of fact, I knew
okay,
because I had sold her. I ended up
yeah,
selling her, and I seen her, and she had got longer, and then she had grew. Yeah, she grew. She kept on growing. She grew after that. She got longer and a little taller.
oh damn,
So that's why I
yeah,
just can kind of disagree from experience. Something I've
yeah,
seen with my own eyes. They
yeah,
say it
yeah,
stunted dog growth, and they say it stunt a male. Bro, I heard that. It stunt a male. If you breed a male, yeah, I bred the youngest male I bred. I bred a male about 10 months old. I bred a male about 10 months old. He continued to grow after
yeah,
after that, and he threw about 6 puppies.
damn, yeah. That male that we had, that Joker kept growing too. That one that bred young,
Yeah,
he kept growing. Hmm.
yeah, but like I said,
I,
even
w-
on the female, they'll keep growing after you. After you, it don't stunt. From experience, from what I've seen, that's why I'm speaking because I seen it. And I know opinion. They ain't gonna stop them from growing. They gonna keep on growing.
yeah. I want to send a big shout out to the brother Paul Johnson for the $10 donation to the channel. Big thank you, Paul, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Now, Street Rossi say, when we was talking about the pedigrees and the popular pedigrees and stuff like that, it's the money behind the situation. You know why brothers want to get the popular dog. I'm just use Mayday for example because he's a real popular dog. You know, a lot of brothers don't like that. You know, Eli is their favorite, or whoever is their favorite dog, but we're just gonna say Mayday. You know, a lot of folk are trying to grab that pedigree because of like Street Rossi say they figure like they could make some money off of it. Oh, I'm gonna make some money off this. This was selling. This even some of your big kennels, you know what I'm saying? They do that. You know, they'll buy what's popular right now. You know, the Red Boy dog's popular, or the Eli dog's popular, or the Jeep dog's popular. So they got that type of stuff that they can sell you whatever they want, whatever you want rather. If you want a Jeep dog, that's what I got it for you. You know, you want an Eli dog, I got it for you. Whatever's popular. You know, the going fad. That's what I like to call the fad dogs. They popular for a year or two or whatever. And a lot of them don't stand the test of time. You won't hear them hear us talking about them dogs in a little while. You know what I'm saying? Now, big shout out to the brother Vance in the building. He said, if you're breeding a dog that young, what is it? What is the purpose? And what are you looking to get? What are you looking to get? Yeah.
You looking to get you looking to get the trace of the dog that you see.
Yeah. Now, and
or the traits the traits that the dog carries.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you about my own, like, you know, my own experience. When I bred Mellow Yellow them first litter, she was a year old. And the reason I bred her on the first heat like that is because of the situation where the dogs were becoming extinct on our end. I had to get another batch of them. You know what I'm saying? I had to get some more of them dogs, and I had to get them fast because, you know, of the situation that was going down as far as the dogs getting took and all kind of stuff like that. And I ain't had nowhere else to re-up from. And you know, my connect was shut down. So I had to make a breeding as soon as I could with it. You know, that's my reason for making the breeding then. Because if Walkmart still had their dogs, like I always say, if they would still had their dogs, shit, I can sell whatever I want to sell. I can sell whatever I want to sell and breed whatever I want to breed. Because I got dogs to go back and get some from. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always told a brother, I benefit more from them having their dogs than them not having their dogs. When they got their dogs, I can just, you know, go down the street and get another one. Go down the street and get another one. Sell you this one, go down the street and get another one. You know, but now I can't do that, you know. So yes, sir, man. Oh, and small time kennel, big salute to you, brother. You made a good point there, you know, because I say that as well. It don't make no difference if you breed them young or if you breed them old, you're gonna still get the same dogs out of them puppies. You know, now the female might give you some stronger puppies if you wait for the stronger wise as far as health wise, but far as the genetic wise, they're gonna be the same exact thing. Whether the male dog a year old or the male dog 4 years old, they're gonna be the same genetically produced dogs. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get no. And so this is something I noticed too. Yellow one brothers would be like, you know, they're. And I can't knock nobody for why they breeding or how they breeding, you know, because everybody have their own little thing, you know. But they some brothers will think when you take them dogs out there and you do this with them, you do that with them, you're gonna make you better puppies. You do this and you do that and you do this, you're gonna make you better puppies. If that dog can produce, he can produce from ground zero. From the time he born, he got that gene in him to produce some good dogs. It ain't got nothing to do with how much you roll them. You can roll them from here to $10 too. You know what I'm saying? If he can produce, he can produce. And he was always producing. If he ain't no good producer, he can be a grand champion. And if he ain't never had that gene to produce good dogs, he ain't gonna produce them, no matter how good he performing.
But so many people think that though.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So many people think that.
Yes, sir. City Boy Kennels, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah,
What
man.
up, City Boy?
Yes, sir, man. Shit. Yeah, and everybody have their own techniques when it comes to the breeding stuff. So like I say, I'm not gonna too much try to knock what the next man do. I just know like what you said. You know, if you kind of wait on it, you get a more healthier dog. I think as far as the mama dog, sometimes you can breed a dog kind of young, and she may not take care of the puppies as good. You know, different dogs do different things. She may need a little time to get relaxed and to get some of that play and puppy out of her. You know, but she gonna still produce the same kind of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yes, sir, man.
They're gonna produce regardless. They're gonna produce regardless. Cause some people think the older you wait, and they produce better. I mean, I can
No,
just say just from experience that I know that's from what I've seen, that's not true in my case.
that ain't true at all, man. Not that
Uh-uh.
part of it. You know, they're gonna produce
Uh-uh.
what they're gonna produce
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day. You breed that motherfucker at 6 months old. If he got sperm in him that's living and go in there and fertilize them eggs, he gonna give you the same dogs he gonna give you at 4.
Yep.
Far as quality, far as the genetics wise, you know. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
he may not give you as many. Like I was telling you, when that young dog got loose on the yard and went and stuck to that female, we only got one puppy off that. Now if that dog would have been, you know, a year and a half, 2 years old, 2.5, 3 years old, he would have gave us more puppies probably, I believe. You know, but the actual quality we'd have had more of the same kind.
Well, then again, maybe
Now
the
I did,
maybe the female just maybe she wasn't that fertile.
yeah,
Okay, the female. Let me ask you this: the female that he bred, has she ever had puppies before?
yeah. I want to say she had puppies before,
And she had
but
how many she had?
it's been a while. This is like in the early maybe 2001, 99, somewhere around that area. So I can't really remember if she had puppies or not, dog. That's a good question. I can't really remember if she had puppies or not because that could have been her
Oh,
first damn litter. But
yeah, yeah,
she wasn't a young bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me
right.
think. That's what made me think we already had puppies off of her because she was an older bitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a good one. And this the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I read something before that said the best a dog's like I say a male dog, he's gonna produce best at around that 2-year-old mark. You know, not when he's 4 and 5 years old, and he gonna still produce, but you gonna get your big litters or your best dogs as far as not the quality of the dogs, but just he gonna be producing the best as far as not missing at that 2-year-old, 3-year-old mark around that area, you know, and maybe a little bit younger than 2, a year and a half, and a little
Now,
bit
when
more.
you say quality, you mean like the number of the size of the litter?
Yeah, yeah, the size of the litter, not the
Okay, because
actual. Yeah,
okay, I ain't want to kind of contradict what we said earlier about a 6-month-old dog gonna produce the same as
no,
a. Okay, you talking about the size of the litter?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay,
And
I get it.
when it come to hitting and missing, you know, you might breed and she got the damn eggs down there, but his sperm ain't fertile as it used to be,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. So I was doing a little research, and it was like, because I know, you know, when we get these dogs and we breed them, and I bred a dog. The oldest I ever bred a dog was 12 years old. I bred a male dog that was a grandson of Grand Champion Yellow in 2012. He was off of one of Yellow sons, and I bred him in 2012. He was 12 years old, and he gave us a nice litter. That's the oldest dog I ever bred, and you know, but oldest female I ever bred was probably about 8 or 9 or something like that, but she didn't have no puppies,
Mm.
you know, and she didn't have. I think she didn't have the puppies on something I did because I was using some kind of sperm extender with the male, you know, something I ordered and I ain't knew what the hell I was doing and trying to do something I ain't knew what the hell I was doing, and I mixed the sperm extender up with his sperm and I AI to, you know, give it an AI because I bred her with it was a Walkmall breeding I did. I bred Walkmall's Rose to Little Country, the champion Little Country dog I had. and I got his sperm and I mixed it with the sperm extender, and man, I ain't do it right or something, because the female, she got kind of sick, and she ain't have no damn puppies. You know, I should have just bred her naturally to another dog, or either just straight put his sperm in her straight off the rip and just put his sperm in whatever I got, and then use some more the next day or something. That's what I should have did. Instead of that sperm extender, what it does is, or at least what I thought it was supposed to do, you can save it. You can save some of it, or put it in the refrigerator and different things like that, and save it over a couple day period of time. And I did something wrong, dog. I don't know what the hell I did. Tell you the truth. But
So
I knew
so
it
so
was,
the 12-year-old dog, you had the AI?
no, that 12-year-old dog, he got up there and got on it, and he fell out and passed out when he got stuck. He got stuck, and when he got on that ass, dog, that bitch died. I ain't gonna lie to you. We brought that bitch back to life. My partner grabbed that joker up from the ground, and shit, man, after he got stuck on the dog, he just fell out. I said, oh, shit, that motherfucker died. My
Mm.
homeboy picked that joke up, man, and started shaking him in his arms, and he came back to life. He came back to life, and he was back floating. You know what I'm saying? And shit, he lived on, but he damn
Mm.
sure passed out. I don't know if he died or he just passed out and fainted or something. But
Do
that
you,
joker
do you
passed
think
out on
was
there.
it hot? Was it hot when y'all were breeding? Was it in the summertime?
I ain't sure to tell you the truth, but it wasn't killer heat. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I remember if it was middle of the summer or not, because it could have been hot outside.
Did it take him a long time to stick her? Was he humping for a long time?
Not too long,
Oh,
but
okay. I don't know what that could have been.
because we most time we put them in. No, I know that's what I do. I don't really. I do natural breeders. When I say natural, I do them all the time, but I don't. Rarely do I just let my dog just get up there and hump unless some dogs, you got to leave them alone because they'll get up there and get stuck better on their own. Some dogs will. But if he let me do it, as soon as he get up there and humping, I put him straight in. That's how I do it most of the time. I don't even wait around to beat around. If she ain't trying to fight or nothing like that, or if she is, I hold her. Do what I got to do to make sure she staying in that position. And I don't let them get up there and hump all day long. Because I know, man, once they start humping, the more they keep humping and they ain't getting it in, the harder your chances is for them to get in that day or that hour or whatever. So most time I just push them in when they get in the humping, and then he go to that speed hump. When he start doing that speed hump, he up in there, and I hold him and make sure he's staying up in there, and shit, go ahead and get that thing over with, man. Let him lock up.
I know this one female. She get frustrated with them when they don't get it. She be ready to fight. When they taking
Yeah,
all day to lock up in her, she get frustrated. Like, I don't
yep,
get it now.
yep.
Yeah, I
Hey,
had one like that. Yeah, she
I
was
seen
like that.
I seen the females do that and the males. The males will get back there and they start humping, especially when you got a male that he really souped up. He get back there and
Uh,
start humping. He get and start humping, and he ain't got it in yet. He'll start grabbing around the back of her damn neck,
yeah,
start trying to fuck up, and you got to
yeah.
be
I
careful.
done seen some. I ain't never had mine do it, but
Yeah,
I've seen male grab a female by the back. Yeah.
they get back there and want to start fighting and all kind of shit, man. So
Hmm.
you get them hung up real quick. He ain't doing nothing. Some of them still try to fight. You got to keep their heads away from each other, But once they hung up, I don't have no problem then.
Hmm.
Yeah, the brother say full bite say big salute to you, full bite. Jared Talls solves it all. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, I heard about somebody told me about Gerald Tall. I heard about that before.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this here, dog. I was making a breeding with a Walkable male a while back, and we was doing an AI breeding because he'll breed naturally, but he'll start doing that want to bite you around the neck shit. So we was gonna AI him, and I'm glad we AI. I'm glad he didn't get stuck naturally, dog, because we AI. Me and my homeboy AI that motherfucker, dog, and he ain't shoot no sperm out his dick at all. If we wouldn't have AI'd him and let him just get back there and hump it, and he got stuck on her, we'd have been thinking, okay, she just didn't take or whatever. But being that he got back there and he started trying to bite on the neck and all that after he humped for a little while, he started trying to bite on the neck, and we like, man, let's go ahead and AI. So we were trying to AI him, man. We got him out and we jerked him, did him like did the thing to him, and man,
Hmm.
we had the bag right there, dog. No lie, I could turn that bag over on my head, and not a drip of fluid came out. You know what I'm saying? Nothing gonna land on top of my head or nothing like that. No fluid at all. So I say, man, boy, I'm glad we did that, boy, because now we see he wasn't gonna shoot nothing in her regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And we ain't gotta waste our time on this dog right here. You know, I had that situation with the little country dog I had. He got to a point one time where his sperm was coming out like a little small amount. Because when I first started doing them, we bred him with that Jeep female. He hit, boom. But then when I did it, I kept doing it. I kept AIing him or whatever. And then I did it one time, and he shot out some like a little teeny bit of stuff, dog, and it was like it had some infection. You could tell it was infected or whatever. Like it wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the right color or whatever. And what I did, I started giving them some antibiotics and stuff, and I go test it about every couple days. I go, do like I'm an AI or whatever, get the sperm up out of them, and over a week time, I could tell it start getting back fluid, like fluid and liquid and stuff like that. Cause that junk was like, it was like snot, man. You know how like you got a cold or you got a cold or something, and you got that cold snot come out your nose or whatever. Not like no running snot. I'm talking about like that thick yellow stuff. That's how it was, man.
Right.
That's how it was, and I knew it wasn't supposed to be like that, because we was getting sperm off of them for the longest, and he'll fill the bag up, and we'll withdraw and stick it in the female or whatever. So I was giving him some antibiotics, and man, he ended up getting back right. But I don't know what got him like that, dog. I don't know if he got sick or something. I just don't know, But I'm glad that I did have that dog, that he wouldn't breed, because it taught me how to do the AI breedings and stuff like that. Because I never knew how to do the AI until I got that one that wouldn't breed like that. And I said I gotta get some puppies off him. And me and my homeboy knew how to do it a little bit better than me. And shit, we did it together, and damn sure caught on. Damn sure caught.
So when you put the sperm in there, do you hold the female upside down, like put her legs in there and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, what I did, we put the sperm in, and I take her legs and hold them back up like a chicken, like you holding a raw chicken.
Right.
And how I do it, I did like this a couple times. Hold it up sometime, and then sometime I put on a 5-gallon bucket to where her legs is her front end is lower than her back end, and leave on that 5-gallon bucket for a while. But most time I just hold it up, because sometimes they'll try to if you trying to hold it up, they'll try to wiggle their way out, and that's an uncomfortable position for them. So they'll try to get out your hands, and they're wiggling all around and stuff like that. So I put that 5-gallon bucket up under, and it'll have her tilted in the air. Her back end will be tilted to where her back part is higher. As long as that part higher, it's gonna drain down up in there a little bit. But I definitely because that's how I seen it done. When I seen it being done, they had the dog tilted, upside down kind of. So that's how I did it.
But who really started doing them? Ain't them bully breeders. That's who really started doing a lot of AI. I think that's where a lot of people learn how to do it, from watching them bully guys.
They may have, man, may have. But them boys that told me they ain't never dealt with no bullies. Damn. Well, I didn't learn from walking them all, but I got phone advice over the phone with them. And I seen them do it a couple times with their own dogs, because they had an AI Big John the whole time. He would never breed. And that's another thing, like I knew about them dogs, man, off that particular strain of dogs. You want to introduce them to a female early, even if you don't breed them. You want to introduce them to a female, because them dogs will get to where they'll grab females and males. You know what I'm saying? And especially back in the days, the Wild Wild West days, when you rolling, and you might, some brothers don't want to breed the male till they see what his career gonna look like. And,
right.
And by that time, he jacked up. He don't care what you bring him to. He gonna grab any damn thing. And so I know that with them particular dogs, you gotta kind of introduce them to a female, kind of young. Even if you don't breed them, just let them see what a female gonna do, as far as let them smell them and let them get back there and hunch a little bit. Even if you're not gonna let them get stuck, just let them kind of learn the process. So when you see another female, he won't be acting all crazy and shit like that.
Yeah, I got one. My brother run rifle. If a female try to fight him, he gonna grab her back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gonna grab. Santana a little different. He ain't gonna do nothing. He kind of like jump back. How if a female snap at a male, how the male will jump back and like he playing, and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
throw his ear be laid back, and you know what I'm saying. You know how they do, but if they do ramrod like that, he gonna grab them back.
That's how JD Hall was doing when I bred him and Mellow Yellow in the first litter. I put them in the cage together and just let them stay. And she was turning around trying to snap on him and all that, and he'd do that thing that you talking about. Tail in the air, head. He got his head pointed straight, and he looking like standing at attention or whatever. And
Yeah.
He was doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Santana he like that, but Ramrod he a little different. They grab him, it's over.
Yeah.
He
Some
ain't
of
gonna
them
be
jokers.
no breed today
Yeah. Some of them
or
jokers.
tomorrow, any other day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We tried to do him with his daughter about maybe a month ago, and she came over and just amped up already.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. AI is something good for any breeder to know how to do AI. That's a good thing because you never know what kind of breeder dog. Like you said, them boys with them little small dogs, they can't even breed natural. So if you know how to AI breed, you can make you a couple dollars, and you can always be sure that you're gonna breed whatever dog you get. You know what I'm saying? If you decide you want to breed them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's something good to know. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to do it, and the difference between now and back then you put your straw in the right hole in the female, but now they got stuff dog that you can buy that look like a dog dick, look like a dog penis, and it pumps up in the dog and it shoots it out into the dog and you leave it stuck in the dog. You know what I'm saying? It kind of knocks out the part that you got to hold the back end up because you stick it in the female and then you pump it up and it's like nut swell up in them. You know what I'm saying? And you just leave it up in there for a little while after you push the stuff up in her, you leave that little tool up in her. And then maybe 30, 45 minutes, just like a natural hang, and
Right.
and I wouldn't let her just run around and like piss or none of that type of shit, but keep her still and keep that thing up in her. It kind of I haven't used that, but I've seen it and I know it's online because it went from costing a couple $100 to costing $70 and $80 and stuff like that, over a period of time because it done got, it done been out for a while or whatever.
Okay.
But when I did it, I just used a regular straw and a plastic bag and a straw or whatever and a syringe. But now they got that stuff. Look it up. It's on Amazon. You can order the artificial insemination kit, and it's gonna have the whole little dick thing. And they got different sizes: small size, medium size, and you got big size for like dogs like Saint Bernards and Great
Right.
Danes and stuff like that. Yep. Shoot. So it may make it easier. I haven't used any.
That's something I ain't seen it on Amazon.
Shit, go up there and look up under the artificial insemination kit and tools. You'll see it. They sell them up there. It look like a little white, shaped like a penis with nuts on it, like a dog dick. And
Yeah.
the nut part where the nuts at, that's the part that is, you could pump it up and it'll swell up. And then on the inside it got like this, your little tube was gonna shoot your syringe out, and you just push the little thing and it's gonna shoot your shit in there. But she gonna feel like she being tied naturally. She ain't gonna just, it ain't gonna be like you sticking no straw in it. It's gonna feel like she natural breathing.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Cause see, when you're doing the AI breathing, you gotta still stick your fingers in there and feel them gripping your fingers and all that stuff. That be the time when if they breathing naturally, you see her asshole going back and forth. When you see her asshole look like it's opening it up and getting small, and when they stuck on each other, that's when she gripping this thing or whatever. So when you're doing an AI, you want to stick your hand in there and you gotta feel that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more stuff that you gotta do to it than just shoot it up in there. You wanna feel that thing squeezing and gripping your finger, or your hand rather. And then you know what I'm saying, that shit kind of take all that out of play. Yep.
But it's some
Good, man.
it's something else that's good for to help with sperm mobility. Um, it's some pellets that you give them for their joints. It's for horses, really, but you can give it to dogs. It's for their joints, and it help with sperm count too.
Hold on for a split second, yellow one. Give me a split second.
All right. Yeah, Boss Man Gold. I know AI is not new, but I was just saying that the bully breeders, they kind of just, they really the ones that really use it a lot. That's
Yeah,
what
I'm
I'm
back, bro.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Now I use that dang on sperm up before. I use a couple products to build up the sperm, and I think they work pretty good. Matter of fact, that dog that I was telling you about that got that little country dog when he start getting sick or whatever, I was using some sperm up with him to try to build it up or whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure if it worked because I never got no more puppies off of him. But I definitely use that sperm up on my healthy dogs. You know what I'm saying? And try to just build up their sperm or give them a little chews and stuff like that to build up their sperm
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. I definitely use that.
Yeah, I done seen them. Those what's it called? You ever seen the one Revival sell them? Oxy Stud,
Yep.
Oxy
That's who I be
Stud, and
rocking with.
then
Revival.
and right, and
Revival.
then the mama is called Oxy Mama. It's for
Mm,
the milk production.
yeah.
It look like
Okay.
some it look like some like dog treats.
Dang.
Got
Yeah.
Oxy Stud and Oxy Mama. I seen it in the magazine. I never ordered, but I have seen it though.
Now the kit that I'm talking about is on Amazon right now. It's called the artificial insemination kit for 3 kilogram dogs. Upgrade double pressurization semen booster. It got the little pump that I'm telling you about and everything. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna save this picture real quick and then put it on the screen and send it up there. But they done got cheap on it now, man. All the stuff that they giving you with the box and everything with it, and this got a double pump on it.
Mm.
It was more expensive. When it first started coming out, you had to pay about a couple $100 for that thing. No, well, that thing cheap. I guess a lot of companies
Mm-hmm.
done start making. A lot of companies done start making it.
All
So I
right.
guess that's why they got cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Well, man, I'm about to hop off, man. I'm about to go hop in the shower. But I'm gonna
Okay,
keep
bro.
listening though.
Okay, I appreciate you too, man.
Oh, no problem. But I'm gonna send that pig that I was talking about. I'm gonna send the pig when I'm gonna send it to you a little later.
Okay.
Okay
Here go,
then, bro.
here go that thing
Huh.
I'm putting that thing up on the screen for the brothers right now, so y'all can check that out. What
Okay
I was
then. All
talking
right,
about.
I see it. Okay, I see it.
Yeah. And then you
All right,
pump
I'm gonna
that
get
thing
out,
up.
bro.
All right. Yeah, you pump that thing up, them things run that silver part, swell up. That part run that silver part to swell up like nuts. Then you push your sperm in from the top part. Yes, sir, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all tonight, man. I ain't gonna be on here too much longer. Unless y'all brothers got a particular topic you want to talk about. I really wanted to speak about the online peds and just tell you there's a couple other databases out there if you wanted to use them. The brothers that was using them said they was working pretty fast, and I'm quite sure they're a little faster maybe because they don't have as many dogs in the database or many people using it. But at the end of the day, if you need to use something, is the Game Dog database and the Pedigrees database. The Pedigree database is up and running. Online Peds ain't up and running right now, but if you need something, you can go to them other ones, man. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, a boss man go. Yeah, brother's been AI man for since a dog was able to breed. You know, if I mean shit, if the pits was around or whatever dogs was around and they needed to breed something and they wouldn't breed, I'm quite sure they was AI. I definitely know they was AI back in the 90s and the 80s. And really when it was AI before before a lot of them extra breeds came out. But this stuff right here just make it easier for a brother. Yes, sir, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all here too long, man. I'm in for the night. Let me see. Okay, I'm looking at this pedigree now. Oh yeah, a yellow one. Yeah, this the pedigree thing I'm talking about right here. Yeah, yep. That's the one. That's the one right there. He sent me the pedigree sample to show me how it look on the game dog database. That's the one I'm talking about. Got you got 3 pictures up there. Well, you got 2 right here. Hey, that joker look good there. The other one, that pedigree, that dog you sent me right there, he look pretty good. Online pay better get their shit together because it's just like in the game. You out here slipping, you ain't got that product. Somebody come out here and take your customers. You know what I'm saying? Folk get to using them other databases over the next couple weeks, and they here, man, in the hell with online. They're gonna have to come back with something, make this shit a little bit better. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with the beta tonight, man. Like I always say, get your copy of the Pitbull Encyclopedia. If you ain't got your copy yet, you can get it from me or you can get it from Amazon. You know, it's gonna be the same price regardless. And I appreciate all the brothers that done got their copy already. You know, big shout out to the brother All or Nothing Kennels out there, man, representing and rocking with me, man. Me and All of One be doing a lot of dog talk. You know, even when I ain't online and I ain't doing my videos, we do a lot of dog talk. Over the weeks. You know, big salute to that brother, man. Hey, guy, I ain't sure if I shot your shout out tonight or not, man. I seen you up in there, guy, man. Big salute to you, brother. I appreciate you rocking with the Bay as well. You know, appreciate you rocking with the Bay as well. City Boy Kendall say calf manner will help a dog when it comes to breeding. I think that's what we was talking about when he said that, calf manner. Yes, sir. I'll tell you one thing, man. Compared to back in the days, like I always say, the brothers got so much technology out here right now, man. So many things to help them compared to back in the days. Man, shit. These brothers ain't had none of this stuff that's on the screen back in the days. You had to do it with a straw. And they ain't have all them kits and stuff you can order from all over the place. You probably had the regular kits with the plastic bag and give you a few rubber gloves and a few syringes or something like that and a long ass straw to stick it in. But you had to do all the hard work though, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate you rocking with the beta tonight, Tony, man. Appreciate you. You know, um, big salute out to big salute out to Going Hard 1 and Going Hard 2, Mike and Mo, man. Appreciate y'all brothers giving that dog talk throughout the week, you know. Now, Mike and Mo, I need an answer though. I did ask y'all a question. Well, it wasn't directed to y'all, but it was directed to anybody. But something we could talk about for the rest of the week, or we could talk about on a couple shows. Y'all could talk about it tomorrow, GHK. Why nobody went back into that Big John stuff if the Big John stuff wasn't producing up the caliber? Why nobody went back into them? You know, that's the question I had. I asked that on a couple videos back. You know, a lot of brothers are complaining about that Big John stuff. I ain't talking about y'all complaining, fam. I'm just talking about in general, brothers in the system might complain about it, But why brothers didn't go back into it? Because I went into it. I didn't complain about it, but I went into it. Because I knew, hey, shit, hey, it is what it is. Get my ass kicked or I'm going to kick some ass, back in my days. But why brothers didn't go back into that Big John stuff back then, is what I want to know. And like I said, I appreciate all y'all tuning in tonight, man. Y'all brothers have a safe night. Vance, man, appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate the things that you did for the dog game in general, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the other dogs you had, but I know one that made a mark. You say you had quite a few that did their thing. I know one that made a mark, man. Appreciate you what you did for the dog game. A lot of other brothers appreciate what you did for the dog game. Ken Lightning, what it do, man? Big salute to you, Ken. I'm about to get up out of here, though, brother. And get some few things I gotta do before I hit the sack, man. I ain't gonna lie, I hit the sack early now, man. I don't be up too long, other than doing my show or whatever. So I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay legal, like I always say. Hold up. Boss Man Gold got a question. Did Eli blood match yellow blood in the history? I don't know, man. Fat Bill said he beat some of that stuff with some of the stuff that he had back in the days. Some of that yellow blood. Fat Bill said he beat some of it. I'm not sure. You probably can get a better answer from him as far as what it came directly down off of. So I'm quite sure, man, some of them brothers that had Eli dogs back in the days, at least one of them. I'm not gonna take nothing from my yellow brothers. I know they were kicking ass and asking questions later. But I know there's at least one Eli dog that put one down. Gotta be at least one. Eli dogs versus yellow dogs. Boss Man Gold say, let's talk about it. I'll speak a little bit about it before I get up out of here, man. But I mean, with me, it's gonna always be we shut that Eli shit down. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk to the Eli brothers, and they probably give you a more a clear answer from their end, because it's gonna sound like I'm being biased. I like when a brother bring an Eli dog. That's just more money in my pocket. Bring that Eli shit. And that shit, you like that hard biting shit. They're gonna quit in damn 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Weather the storm. All we gotta do is weather the storm. And your average yellow dog can weather the storm. Weather the storm, and we got his ass. Now that Jeep Red Boy versus Red Boy Jocko. I can't really say. I know one thing about it. Them Jeep dogs back in the days, no matter who you bred them motherfuckers with, they was some pretty damn good dogs. I'm gonna say it like this, right? I seen the better dogs when you had all three of them dogs mixed in with each other. I can't really say about the Red Boy Jeep, but the Red Boy Jocko Jeep, I know they was some pretty damn good dogs. And like I said, back then they was coming. You see Jeep in the second generation, third generation, and stuff like that, compared to more modern day time. That's a good question, Boss Man Gold. I'm quite sure a lot of different dog platforms will give you some different answers on that. That Jeep Red Boy versus Red Boy Jocko. You had some hellified Red Boy Jocko dogs. I'm gonna tell you like this. One of your Red Boy Jocko dogs is one of the best producers in Pitbull history, which is gonna be Grand Champion Yellow. That's one of your best producing dogs in history. He ain't gotta be the best performing, but he one of the best producing dogs in history. Now, do you got a Red Boy Jeep dog that can say they was one of the best producing dogs in history? We know Tab and them. We know Ramrod, Tramp dogs. Them was great dogs, but they weren't producing like Yellow. The white Tab dogs weren't like the yellow dogs. Yellow one of the best. They want to say Dabo is one of the most important dogs in history. Yellow is one of the most important dogs in history as well. Your top five. What's your top five most important dogs in history? Dabo, we're gonna have Dabo. In my opinion, Dabo and Yellow, and not in this order. It don't gotta be this particular order, but Dabo, Grand Champion Yellow. I'm gonna have to say Eli gonna be one of your most important, even though I'm not an Eli fan. I always say they're fans like the Cowboy fans. You know, they deep, they deep. The motherfuckers roll deep, boy. I'm telling you. So I'm gonna have to say Eli is one of your most important. Grand Champion Yellow. Jeep. Uh Gotta say Jeep though, regardless. The Jeep stuff, that shit go good with the Rascal. That shit go good with about anything you crossed it with back in them days. The brothers that knew what to cross it to. Jeep, Eli, Yellow, Dabo, and one more other dog. We could say Bolio, but in my opinion, I I, I have to have some more Bolio brothers up here because that Buck dog is a hell of a damn dog. I kind of like that Buck dog better than I like damn Bolio. And you know, he coming down off Bolio. But the Bolio stuff is kind of in the base of some of that boils blood, because that's what Dirty Mary coming down off of. You know, Bolio, Jeep, Grand Champion Yellow, and Dabo. And Dabo is by default, because we don't really know how good Dabo is producing. We just know he ain't everybody damn pedigree. Would Dabo be if Dabo was from the era of Yellow, Mayday, Red Boy, and all them dogs, and you know, Eli from the 70s, but Dabo, I ain't sure when he was around. Would he be popular demand with all them dogs like Mayday and all them dogs around? Would Dabo still be popular demand? And that's the thing, boss man, Gold, man. A lot of these dogs coming down off the dogs, you know. Um, that's why I didn't say Mayday or nothing like that, because Yellow is the reason he here. And a lot more of them. I think the greatest cross in history is gonna be that red boy Jocko Jeep cross. I think that's gonna be your best cross in history. Either that or your red boy Jeep or your red boy Jocko Jeep. One of them two. But red boy Jocko might be the best cross in history. Tell you the truth, red boy Jocko, them, you know, the actual red boy and the Jocko cross. That might be the best cross in history. I don't know. At least in this era, you know, just like basketball and football, you got the goats, but a lot of brothers are the goats from their era. You can't really say he was the best player of all time like Jordan. Jordan the goat. He the goat. Now, in my opinion, Jordan the goat of all goats. But at the same time, he's the goat of his era. LeBron the goat of his era. Uh, Bill Russell is the goat of his era when we going by championships. You know, Wilt Chamberlain and the brothers like that, goats of their era. So we really can't say. Jocko by himself, boss man, that's what we always be talking about, dog. What would Jocko had did if he went cross with the red boy stuff? We don't know, man, because Mr. Chavis didn't venture off. He only had yard stuff that he was breeding to his stuff from what it looked like on online peds, you know. And then when the brother bought Jocko, the brother who got Jocko from Mr. Chavis, he ended up getting into some stuff, some kind of a murder investigation or something like that. And people came, from what I hear, the people came to mess with him about that and took the whole yard or took Jocko them and put them down. So I always say that, man. What would Jocko have made with Bolio blood? What would Jocko have made with Jeep, with a daughter of Jeep and bred to Jocko? You know, I always say that, man. But you know, things happen, man. We don't get them breedings. And we be asking ourselves some same questions, boss man. Go, what would that dog have did if he was able to breed with this stuff or that stuff? Jocko with Eli stuff. Pure Eli bitch from Mr. Boudreaux bred with Jocko. You know, would they have made some great dogs or would it just been another cross? Now, I did an interview, boss man, go with a brother that he said he didn't like the Jocko dogs. until he got crossed with the red boy. You know, my brother Mitch gave me that opinion. Mitch said he didn't like the Jocko dogs, said it was snappy dogs, kind of snappy acting. Um, but you know, that's every man got his own opinion about it. But that's really the only brother that really gave me an opinion about them dogs from that era. A brother like me, I wouldn't be able to tell you what Jocko was doing because I wasn't bulldogging when Jocko was out there heavy like that. I was bulldogging when Mr. Chavez was still around. I'm thinking, but I didn't know the game like that. Then Mad Dog, a big salute to you, brother. Appreciate you. A lot of brothers talk good about that Hank dog. No, that's Jocko Daddy. A lot of people talk good about that Hank dog, and Mad Doctor done came up here and gave me a whole damn. Me and Mad Doctor was talking about that stuff one time before. Now them termite dogs, Boss Man Gold, the termite dogs. That's a good question because, in my opinion, somehow or another, them termite dogs, they ain't throwing. Some brothers had some good termite dogs throughout the days. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. They had some good termite dogs, but somehow or another, them termite dogs ain't throwing it off the way some of them other dogs was. But I want to say termite had some red boy in them as well. I can't. No, I'm not looking at the pair right now, but I want to say he had some red boy in him as well. I'm gonna see if I can get somebody to get in touch with him, Vance. I got a brother that I'm gonna do an interview with coming up, man. I should have been gave y'all that interview over the past week or so because I spoke to him a couple weeks back, and that's gonna be a real good interview. I just got to get my shit together. He got a good he heavy Jocko. He heavy Jocko, boss man. He off of Dangerous Dan, coming down off that Dangerous Dan stuff. But I want to say he got that dang on what's that dang on dog name? That female dog on the bottom side. And I think she got Red Boy in her as well. But Mr. Chavez, man, that's somebody I've been trying to get a interview with, some of Mr. Chavez family. Somebody off that that bloodline, Mr. Chavez, the to talk about the straight Jocko dogs that Mr. Chavez had. Jocko on the top, Jocko on the bottom. You see Jocko all through the pedigrees. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna ask a brother do it, talk to some brothers, man, and see if they can get me in touch with that brother to give me a good interview, Vance, about that Jocko stuff, man, because that's one of the only dogs we really don't, got nobody to talk about out of the main cast of dogs. We can speak to the old schoolers. They'll tell you about the Bolio stuff, the Jeep stuff, the Red Boy, the Red Boy Jocko, the Rascal, all that stuff. But we ain't really had no Jocko stories. I ain't talking about the brother that produced Jocko. Talking about Mr. Chavez ran the Jocko and people that got it from him. I want to say Barracuda got more Jocko in him as well, man. When you look at that Barracuda stuff, he got more Jocko in him than Mayday got. I want to say he does. I did a show a couple years back about Mr. Burt Sorrells, man. I couldn't even tell you what I talked about in there. 'Cause I did a lot of reading out a book and did my show about it. but it wasn't a live show. It was a pre-recorded, but it was about Mr. Bert Sorrells and his dogs that he had. I got a show. I did a whole show on that. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight, man. Y'all brothers stay safe out there. Most importantly, stay legal. Well, most importantly, stay safe. You know, I need to make sure all my bulldoggers return back to the next show. You know, so y'all stay safe. Y'all stay legal out there, man. Do the right things with the dogs. Bell and Club. Vance said Bell and Club had monsters. Hey, Vance, man, I researched some Bell and Club dogs that on here before. We was talking about it and we pulled them up. Bell and Club. I remember that name. Hey, Street Rock said, I don't know American Senator. I don't know. I heard the name before, but I ain't sure about how they do, you know, in the box or whatever. I ain't sure about that. Paladin blood. We got that Paladin blood crossed to that Walkmore stuff. If you got that damn the Walkmore dogs that came down off of Black Poison in them dogs. If you got that Black Poison cross with the Walkmore dogs, either through Buddy, through Rattler, or through Little Thunder, that was bred to Poison, Black Poison, and one of the other poisons. I forgot the dog name. But that was a Paladin dog crossed with the Frisco stuff. Now we had a Paladin dog back in the days, and I was telling y'all boys about on one of my old shows. Man, that Joker she was a scary acting bitch. But I'm not sure how close she was to the Paladin dog or whatever, or how much of the Paladin dog she had in her. The brother who brought her to the yard, he just said she's a Paladin dog. That's all he said. And that bitch got loose and couldn't tie that motherfucker up, man. She wouldn't go hit nothing. She just stay off in the brush of the woods and wait till the feed time come and go eat your damn food out your bowl. Or eat her food, go eat her food. Then when we try to catch her to tie her up, that bitch will break back off to the brush of the woods. That's the only Paladin dog I had other than when the Walk brothers bred their dogs to the Paladin dog. That dog was Paladin in Frisco though. And that dog was a 2-time killer. She was a straight Paladin Frisco blood. She was destroying the motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie to you. Paladin Frisco ain't had no Red Boy Jocko in it at all. Might be had a little bit more of something else in it, but it wasn't no Red Boy Jocko in it. Yes, sir, man. Hey, I can imagine, Vance, that Paladin Jeep Red Boy was some serious shit. That's why I say, and back in them days, that Jeep Red Boy was something to reckon with, boy. That Jeep Red Boy was something to reckon with. Now, this is the thing, Vance, because back when them dogs was coming out, a lot of you didn't really hear about the Kobe dogs. But when you look at like Brother Trevor was telling me the other day, and I looked it up, the Jeep dog is a lot of Kobe stuff in it. We don't really know what Red Boy True Pedigree is, but Miss Katie Marlowe said it had some Kobe stuff in it. They got it down for having the Kobe stuff in it. So that's two dogs that probably got a lot of Kobe blood in it between that Jeep Red Boy, and that shit do real good together. Oh yeah, Street Ross, he say, you ever seen one destroy everything you bring in on a yard, take it to the box, he won't do shit? Oh yeah, that's what you call a yard dog. That's what you call a yard dog. This motherfucker, he'll cut ass on the yard, but when you take him out there on that square, he either scared of the people, he's scared of something. He's scared of something, but he ain't doing none of the shit he was doing on the yard. That's what you call a yard dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey Vance, I used to like them tab dogs. I ain't gonna lie now. I used to like them tab dogs, That's the only Red Boy Jeep dogs I had that was straight Red Boy Jeep coming off tab. Cause like I told you all, I never had the Ramrod Tramp stuff or your other Red Boy Jeep dogs, but I did have a bunch of tab dogs we got from Crossroad. Crossroad he was dealing with Mr. Al White, I guess, and he had them bitches directly off of tab, and we was getting them jumps. And he had that champion brute stuff. I didn't like that though. That champion brute dogs. Yeah, they off a tab. I didn't get no Gator dogs until the late 2000s. I didn't have no Gator dogs back in the days. All my Red Boy Jeep stuff was coming off tab. Straight Red Boy Jeep. I didn't like Brute, man, because I'm gonna say it like this. I didn't have no beef with Brute, but I beat a few Brute dogs with Sambo. I didn't have no beef with Brute though. But the dogs that I went into, they just didn't give him no kind of they didn't give him no kind of match at all. I just ran through the motherfuckers easy. The ones that I did go into. But that don't speak for all the Brute dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of brothers might be had some that did some justice with them. But the ones I seen, I went into them. And I defeated them with no problem at all. Now we bred a little tab bitch we had that was Sambo was a lay down dog. He was a lay down dog and he was a throat dog and a face dog. He'll lay down, work you, let you work, and he'll test you, see where your energy at. If you still acting like you want a buck, he ain't gonna let you hurt him. But he'll lay down on you. He mastered that lay down style. He got that from his daddy Fatty. Fatty was a lay down dog. But he would lay down on you and he'd work that face from the bottom. And he go in the throat and finish you off. He finish you off. Yeah, but they say yellow used to lay down too. That was a style that got shipped down from generation to generation through them dogs. But when I bred that Sambo with the other one of the yellow granddaughters, man, that's when I'll tell you I got that dog that laid down a little too much. He laid down until the dog thought he quit. And shit, he won that show though. Hey, that paladin stuff, you didn't really, and I'm speaking for myself, right? I heard about it, but I didn't really see a whole lot of dogs from it. To actually give you a good analysis on what I think about the dogs. I can't judge them off that one we had because that's like me judging off one dog. But I hear a lot of people talk good about them paladin dogs, man. Hear a lot of people talk good about them. I tell you what, though, I wish old Yellow and Jeep could have stand side by side and have a breed off. See who producing the best. But breed both of the dogs with 50 dogs and see what you get, or 20 dogs and see what you get from there. Straight to the main dogs, to the sources, side by side. We talking about it years later, but side by side, who will breed the best between Jeep and Red and Jocko? Grand Champion Yellow. I don't know nothing about them dogs, Paul Johnson. The white KA dogs. I'm not sure which dogs those are. Uncle Willie, I appreciate you dropping in tonight, man. Appreciate you dropping in. Okay, Tab, that's Tab, brother. Okay. Hey, and I tell y'all, man, when we bred Fatty, little mate's sister, we bred him back to Fatty, bred her back to Fatty. We got an all white red nose, and you know Fatty is coming down off that Jeep shit, which you know same thing like Tabum is. So that could be that white stuff might be in that Jeep blood that we you know when we made that little mate brother and sister Fatty and his little mate sister, and got that all white red nose. That might be coming from that Jeep side. Yes, sir, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all here no longer, man. I appreciate y'all brothers rocking with me tonight. Like I said, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay legal out there, man. Uh, take care of them dogs. Do what you gotta do to stay up on the up and up, man. It's your boy PBK9s coming to you from the PBC, and I'm out.